Yeah,
Hey, Mike, how are you?
my hands are cold from the water. Dude, we were looking for a rep. Couldn't find one. No, I mean, we were looking for we were looking for somebody to ask questions.
I'm going to tell you something. I've done this 2 times. They sent me 7 or 8 fill out in order to get paid. One of them was application forms going me.
Oh, really?
I said, do
You
you
come
do
from HR.
I said, do you do that when officials show up here? I said, if a brand new official shows up here for a football game, you're going to make them do that. I said, you won't get any officials. You know what I told him? I told him, you don't want to pay me.
One of those two would do it.
You wouldn't believe, don't even try to give me this shit. What this is about officials don't get that kind of paperwork. Then why don't they do it for football, basketball? We get shut the way I talk to that really irritating.
I'm glad you showed up today.
Oh, Bruce. He's known for the marketing.
getting the training out of it. But I don't know that he just wants to play football. I think he wants to play baseball. Usually each year, we step up to Division One. You gotta have some people. It's gotta be a good side. I thought you would say the only difference between switching off Division One is the Division One guys fast. He said, it's our size and strength are right there, but they're faster. Division One. And they really are. You know, you watch some of these football teams, they're really
Yeah. It's gonna be a good one, I'll tell you that much. Yep. Three-way tie, yeah. Unbelievable.
they can push up the park out of the range. That's whose side. Me and Matt Baldwin, my left ball. How many teams go to the playoffs? 4? And right now, there'll be just 4 teams. Rob Valley, Baldwin, and Matt. I thought Peter Johnson didn't make it.
Well, it's round 2 of Bethel Park and Mount Lebanon. If you missed last night's action here on Mount Lebanon Sports Live, the girls basketball squads took the court, the Blackhawks and the Blue Devils, and Mount Lebanon. The girls basketball team probably pulled off the biggest win of their season this year, defeating the first place Bethel Park Blackhawks last night, 44-38. The Lady Blue Devils at one point trailed by 10 points. They stormed all the way back. They grabbed their biggest win of the year. They're right now tied for first place. That was an unbelievable game. And tonight's game, where the boys teams take the court. Mount Lebanon, Bethel Park getting set for action here on Mount Lebanon Sports Live from Mount Lebanon High School. This matchup should be very, very intriguing when you take a look at what the papers here have to show on the stat sheet. Bethel Park comes into tonight's game with an 11-6 overall record. They're 5-5 in Quad A Section 4. They're right now in a 3-way tie for 4th place in the section with Peters Township and Upper St. Clair. The Blackhawks are coming off a 65-43 victory against Upper St. Clair this past Friday. So that's exactly what they need coming into a huge game tonight against Mount Lebanon, who they trail in the section standings by just a single game. Mount Lebanon comes in with a 9-9 overall record, but has this team turned their season around or what? They're 6-4 right now in Quad A Section 4. They're in a 2-way tie right now for second place with Upper St. Clair. So it's a very, very interesting standings on the ledger right now for both of these teams. For Mount Lebanon, they really started off the year cold, and it did not look good from the start. But since then, since Mount Lebanon had that very ugly early on streak. They have been on a 5-game winning streak. They're on a 4-game conference win streak right now, and they're coming off a huge 52-36 victory at Peters Township this past Friday. Both Bethel Park and Mount Lebanon coming off huge victories, and they are really going to need to put the pedal to the metal here tonight, because one single game separates both of these teams in Quad A Section 4. So it should be very interesting. Mount Lebanon coming in tied for second. Bethel Park tied for third. And is this a huge matchup or what? We'll take you through tonight's starting lineups. First, for visiting Bethel Park, coached by head coach Josh Bears. They're going to start at a guard, a 6-foot senior, Joshua Duda. At a guard, a 6'1 senior, Chance Wright. At a guard, a 6'1 senior, Brandon Thorson. And the big man at a forward, a 6'6 senior, Jacob Dixon. And also at a forward, a 6'1 senior, Levi Matheny. What's interesting about this matchup, you just heard Levi Matheny's name. He's the starting quarterback, actually, of the Bethel Park football team. He's going to square off against the starting quarterback of Mount Lebanon's football team, Eddie Jenkins, here tonight. He's going to be in Mount Lebanon's starting lineup, is Jenkins, the 5'11 senior guard. Also for Mount Lebanon in that starting lineup, a 6-foot junior guard, Mark Lamandola. At a guard, a 5'5 sophomore, Antonio Garfoli. At a guard, a 6-foot freshman, Sean Luffrin. And the lone forward, who's a pretty darn good perimeter shooter and may even be classified at times as a guard. He handles the ball a fair amount. At a forward, a 6'3 junior, Joey Pasadelis, will round out the Mount Lebanon lineup here tonight as they face off against the Bethel Park Blackhawks. Just about 1 minute until we get things started here, as the Stadium Voice is just about getting set to announce our starting lineups that you just heard. But it should be a very interesting one. I'm Darren Zazzo. We're back here on Mount Lebanon Sports Live for our second game of the week. Last night we saw Bethel Park and Mount Lebanon, the girls' teams. Here the boys' teams square off as we go down to court level for the national anthem. The Mount Lebanon Blue Devils, as usual, under the direction of head coach Joe David. And if anyone knows Coach David at all, we know it's a young team this year. Mount Lebanon only returning their backcourt in Lamandola and Jenkins, as they bring back just 2 of 5 starters from last year. But head coach David will not take youth for an answer for losses. And the expectations of winning, not just for Mount Lebanon, but for Bethel Park, are certainly going to be an extreme high here tonight as the Blackhawks and the Blue Devils get set for action here at Mount Lebanon High School. Once again, I'm Darren Zazzle. We're here on Mount Lebanon Sports Live as the Blackhawks and the Blue Devils get ready to face off here in a brand new renovated gym. And it should be an interesting matchup. Bethel Park dressed in their road charcoal gray uniforms with hawks written in black, outlined by orange with orange numbers. The tops are charcoal gray. The shorts are also charcoal gray with black, orange, and charcoal gray trimming down the side of the shorts. Mount Lebanon dressed in their home white uniforms. White tops, white shorts, with Mount Lebanon written in blue from left to right. Blue numbers, golden blue trim down the side of the shorts, and the Mount Lebanon logo near the hip of each player. Should be a very, very interesting game here. Mount Lebanon defeated Baldwin back on December the 23rd on the road, 52-49. Mount Lebanon looking to take the regular season series sweep here tonight with a victory on their home floor. But if that previous matchup on the December the 23rd is any indication of what we're going to see here tonight at Mount Lebanon, should be a fantastic ball game. Mount Lebanon's going to be going down the hardwood floor left to right across your screen. Bethel Park will be going from right to left. The jump for Bethel Park looks like it's going to be Jacob Dixon. He's squaring up in the center of the floor of the Mount Lebanon logo. Players are getting ready to shake hands. And it looks like Pasadelis is going to get ready to take the tip here for Mount Lebanon. Pasadelis against Dixon. Referee throws the ball up. We're underway, and Bethel Park wins the tip off here, and they're going to get going right to left down the hardwood floor. Right with it between the circles, working towards the right side wing. Dumps it over to Duda. Entry pass down low. It goes to Dixon. Whistle blows, and a traveling violation. So Mount Lebanon, nice defensive stand there. 7:48 to go in quarter number one. Still no score between Bethel Park and Mount Lebanon. Lamondola is going to be with it into the front court for the Blue Devils. Works it on the right side wing in front of that Bethel Park bench here on the near sideline. Lamondola with it right of the circles. Guarded out front there by Matheny. Hands it off over to Luffren. Bounce pass to the left side wing, Lamondola. Lamondola with it short left corner, throws it out to Luffren. There's a left side three off the back iron. No. Skying for the board is Dixon, and the outlet pass comes over to Duda. Duda to Thorson. Back out front it goes. Over to right. Right, working against Luffren, holding at the center circle to the foul line. It goes to Thorson. Now back out front to right. There's a three. That one's off the back of the rim. Now Lamondola grabs the rebound, and here comes Mount Lebanon. Lamondola with it, top of the key to Garfoley. Works off the high ball screen to the right side wing. Jenkins drives the foul line in the lane, kicks it out to Pasadelis. Pasadelis almost walked with the basketball as he hands it back to Lamondola. Lamondola, a couple of dribbles of the basketball to Jenkins on the left wing. Closely guarded by Duda. Whistle blows off the ball. And we're going to have what looks like an offensive foul call on Mount Lebanon. Referee pointed in direction of Bethel Park getting the possession, but it looks like they're actually going to call that foul on Chance Wright. It was a lot of contact between Lamondola and Wright, so it's going to be Chance Wright's first personal foul. Bethel Park team first. Lamondola on the right side of the wing, throws it out front to Jenkins. Almost had Pasadelis cutting back door to Garfoley. Hands it over to Luffren, works left to right around the perimeter. Whistle blows off the ball, and it's going to be another Bethel Park foul call. Second time in the past 15 seconds, Lamondola has hit the deck. And they're going to call that foul on number 44, Brandon Thorson, his first personal, Bethel Park team second. Jenkins the inbound on the baseline. Long pass out front to Luffren and to the right side wing. Lamondola retreating towards the center circle, holding up that right hand and shouting out another play fall for head coach David. Top of the key. Jenkins with it. Works off the high ball screen. Nothing there. Loses the handle. Luffren grabs it to Lamondola on the right wing in front of the Bethel Park bench. Lamondola. Still no score here. Played just about 2 minutes of basketball. The handoff goes to Garfoley. Dribbles right of the lane. In the lane. Layup shot. No good. Put back. Good there from Pasadelis off the Garfoley miss. Joey Pasadelis scores the first two of the ball game. We've played two. 2-0 Mount Lebanon, 5:55 to go. Whistle blows on the Bethel Park possession, and it looks like they're going to call a traveling violation there in the lane on Dixon. So Mount Lebanon already forcing a couple of Bethel Park turnovers here early on, as the Lebo Blue Devils lead 2-0 over the Blackhawks. On the right side wing, Lamondola throws it out front to Garfoley. Closely guarded there by Wright. To the left wing. Lamondola drives left of the lane to the short left corner. Looking. Lamondola has to find someone. Finds Jenkins there on the far sideline. Jenkins dribbling at the foul line, right of the circle. Hands over to Garfoley, top of the key. One dribble the basketball to Lamondola. Lamondola, top of the key. Dribbling right of the circle, right of the lane. Looking. Lamondola holding short left corner, pivoting with the left foot. Hands it off to Jenkins on the right side wing. Jenkins working against Duda. Hands it over to Lamondola, dribbles in the lane, right of the circle, back to Jenkins. Jenkins at the foul line. Hop step back in the lane, over to Lamondola, top of the key. Lamondola now will set up another play for head coach Joe David and the Mount Lebanon offense. To the right side wing, Luffren to Jenkins out front. Pasadelis now with it on the left side. Pasadelis holding the ball above his head. Bounce pass intercepted there by Bethel Park. Matheny can't grab a hold of it, and Lamondola takes it away in the Mount Lebanon backcourt, and here he comes. Lamondola slowing things up, and what a defensive game and slow-paced game it has been thus far through about almost 3.5 minutes of play. 4:39 to go in quarter number one. Mount Lebanon leading 2-0. To the right wing, Luffren, bounce pass out high. Over to Lamondola, back to Luffren on the right side wing. Luffren on the left-hand dribble. Dribbles right to left around the perimeter, and now he's going to square up at the center circle. Bounce pass high on the right to Jenkins. Jenkins looking, working against Duda. Dribbles right of the circle, right of the lane, towards the short right corner. Now works it back out front. Eddie Jenkins hands over to Lamondola between the circles. Works off the high ball, screams straightaway three. Mark Lamondola off the front of the rim, no good. Dixon grabs the board, and back the other way comes Bethel Park. Right into the front court, has it top of the circle to Duda on the left side wing, back over to right at the Mount Lebanon center circle. Right, splits the defenders. High on the right it goes to Duda. Three off the side of the rim, no. Dixon grabs the rebound on the left block. Layup shot, no good. Rebound tipped, whistle blows. And it's going to be a Mount Lebanon foul. We'll have to see who it's on. Regardless, it's going to be Mount Lebanon's first team foul. And they're going to call it on Joey Pasadelis, his first personal. Mount Lebanon team first, and going to the line here to shoot two for Bethel Park. It's going to be Jacob Dixon, the 6'6 senior forward. First shot on the way. Good. Dixon rattles it home. 2-1, Mount Lebanon leads. Dixon with 1 point in the ball game. 3:48 to go in quarter number one. And it has been a defensive matchup, to say the least. Second shot, swish for Jacob Dixon. We got a tie ball game at 2 here at Mount Lebanon High School. Mark Lamondola, he's going to be your primary ball handler here tonight. Garfoley throws it back out front to Luffren, almost losing the handles. Dribbles left to the circle. To left side wing, Lamondola works off the high ball screen set by Jenkins. Throws the left wing on the left side. There's a high arcing three ball off the front of the rim. No rebound. Tip, loose ball grabbed by Pasadelis to Garfoley on the right side. A three. Good! Antonio Garfoley. You knew the three ball was going to come from him eventually. Garfoley with three, Mount Lebanon with a 3-point lead, 5-2. To the left side wing, Duda for Bethel Park, holding in front of the Mount Lebanon bench. Throws it out front to right between the circles. Right on the left-hand dribble, works off the high ball screen. Bounce pass out high left to Thorson. Short left corner, it goes to Dixon. One dribble to basketball, back to Thorson. Spin move in the lane, hands to Dixon. 8-foot jump hook, no good. Jenkins grabs the rebound, whistle blows, and a foul. Got to think they're going to get Matheny on that one, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Quarterback fouls another quarterback. It's Matheny's first personal. Bethel Park team third. Mount Lebanon leads 5-2. 2:54 to go in quarter number one. Luffren going to take the ball into the Mount Lebanon front court. High to the left, Jenkins to the left side wing. Lamondola works off the high ball screen, top of the key to Garfoley on the left side. An open three, swish! Antonio Garfoley, you can't give him a lot of space. He's going to sink that three ball all day. He's got 6. Mount Lebanon leads by 6, 8-2. There's a 5-footer off the back of the rim from right is no good. Jenkins grabs another Mount Lebanon rebound, and here we go, back the other way. Lamondola into the front court to Jenkins, outside right to the right side wing, Luffren. Luffren finds Garfoley cutting, driving towards the hoop, kicks it back outside left to Lamondola. A three off the back of the rim now, and grabbing the rebound is Thorson for Bethel Park. Here comes Thorson into the front court. Bounces it outside right to right. Cross court left, it goes to Duda. Back to right to the foul line, Thorson. To the right side wing, Matheny. Matheny, one dribble to basketball. All right side, three ball, good! Step back, jumper. Levi Matheny with all of Bethel Park's 5. Cuts the lead in half. Mount Lebanon 8, Bethel Park 5. 1:41 to go in quarter number one. Luffren at the center circle. Couple dribbles the basketball to left side wing. Lamondola works off the screen from Pasadelis. Dribbles to the short left corner. Lamondola looking. Finds Pasadelis off his hand. Lamondola grabs it to Jenkins on the left side wing. 15-footer from Jenkins. Good. Eddie Jenkins grabs his first bucket of the ball game. Jenkins with 2. Mount Lebanon leads 10-5. 1:15 to go in quarter number 1. Right top of the circle to Matheny on the right side wing. Matheny pivoting with the left foot. One dribble the basketball. Thought about the 3. Doesn't want it. Inside it goes to Dixon on the right block. Puts up a jumper off the glass. No good from 5 feet away. Jenkins grabs the rebound. And here comes Lamondola into the front court to Garfoli on the right side wing. Garfoli with some nice ball handling. Now we'll work it back out front, top of the key to Luffren. Luffren, right of the circles to Lamondola. Under 43 to play here in quarter number 1. Mount Lebanon leads 10-5. At Mount Lebanon High School here on Mount Lebanon Sports Live. Lamondola at the center circle. Mount Lebanon can hold for the last shot of the first quarter should they choose. Lamondola still at the center circle, working against the right of Bethel Park. On the right-hand dribble, Mark Lamondola dribbles between the legs, switches the ball into the left hand, dribbles left of the circles. Lamondola with 17 drives all the way to the hoop, looking, throws it the right side wing to Luffren, a 19-footer off the side iron, no. Dixon grabs the rebound, back comes Bethel Park. Matheny working against Garfoli. Matheny with 5, cross-court left it goes to Duda. Duda with 3, Duda with 2. Right-hand jump hook good from 8 feet away for Joshua Duda. He's got 2. That's how our first quarter is going to end. At the end of 1 here at Mount Lebanon High School, your score, Mount Lebanon 10, Bethel Park 7, here on Mount Lebanon Sports Live.
He looked like he was in sixth grade. Talking about the hurling side. He was showing the driveway. He was showing the driveway and he was showing the part of the road to get out of the traffic. Do you know your brother? He has a program. His younger brother would. He doesn't know much.
What a first quarter of play here on Mount Lebanon Sports Live. At the end of 1 quarter, Mount Lebanon with a slim 10-7 lead over Bethel Park. I'm Darren Zazzle. We are ready for quarter number 2 of Quad A Section 4 action. Garfoli with it on the right side wing. Drives all the way to the hoop. Layup shot blocked out of bounds by a skying Jacob Dixon. Holy cow. Jacob Dixon listed as a senior, a 6'6" forward. He got every inch of that 6'6", and maybe a little more. Jenkins finds a cunning Lamondola who puts it up and in off the glass with a layup shot. Mark Lamondola with 2. Mount Lebanon leads 12-7. Duda with it on the left side wing, throws it out front to right. Right on the left side. Out high to Thorson. Thorson right of the circles to Matheny. Top of the key is straightaway. Open 3 off the back iron. No. Luffren grabs the rebound, and here comes Mount Lebanon. The outlet goes to Lamondola to Garfoli on the far left sideline. Garfoli to Pasadelis on the left corner. To Lamondola left of the circles. Lamondola on the right-hand dribble. Dribbles at the top of the key to the right side wing in front of the Bethel Park bench. Garfoli with it at the center circle. Dribbles left of the circles to Lamondola. Stolen away. Loose ball on the ground. Pasadelis and Dixon dive. And they're going to say Pasadelis' elbow touched the baseline out of bounds. Luffren will check out. Bonity will check in. Wright will check out. And coming in for Bethel Park is a 5'9" junior guard, Brevin Mastovich. Matheny grabs the inbound over to Thorson. Thorson, spin move, he's across the 10-second line. to the left side wing. Duda back to Thorson between the circles, over to Mastovich now. Mastovich dribbling left of the circle, left of the lane. Mastovich holding, pivoting with that left foot. Bounce pass almost intercepted. Great save by Mastovich. He throws it out front to Matheny, dribbling at the foul line. Throws it top of the key to Thorson. Thorson, a couple of dribbles of the basketball to Matheny now on the left side. 6:24 to go in quarter number one. Mount Lebanon leads 12-7. Matheny drives all the way to the hoop, puts it up and in off the glass. Levi Matheny. Great looking shot there from the Bethel Park quarterback. Matheny now with 5 points. Whistle blows as Garfoley was trying to drive to the hoop, and they're going to get another Bethel Park foul call. And they're going to call that one on Mastovich. It's his first personal, Bethel Park, team fourth. 6:04 to go in the first half. Now Lebanon leads 12-9. Duda will check out. Wright will come back in for Bethel Park. Jenkins the inbound on the Mount Lebanon baseline. Throws it out front to Garfoley. And now he'll kick it between the circles to Bonity. Bonity on the right-hand dribble. The right side wing, Pasadelis. Pasadelis, one dribble the basketball to Jenkins, right of the circles. Pass goes back to Lamondola at the center circle, and he's going to set up another play call here for Mount Lebanon. Lamondola directing traffic. Lamondola to Pasadelis, almost loses the handle, grabs it back to Jenkins, now working against Wright. Down low to Lamondola on the left block. Lamondola, spin move in the lane, has nothing, throws it out front to Bonity to the right side wing, Pasadelis. 2 dribbles the basketball, hands it back to Lamondola. Under 5.5 to play in half number one. Mount Lebanon still leads 12-9. Jenkins with it, left of the circles to Lamondola, top of the key. Lamondola looking for motion on the left side, doesn't have it, dribbles to the right wing to Jenkins in the right corner. Jenkins dribbles right of the lane, in the lane, at the foul line, now right of the circle, hands it to Garfoley. Garfoley working against Mastovich, whistle blows as Garfoley drives to the hoop. And what do we have here? And they're going to get an elbow there on Garfoley. It's going to be his first personal, Mount Lebanon team's second. Luffrin's going to come into the game. Garfoley's going to take a seat. And checking in now for Bethel Park is Justin Gilmore, along with Aaron Reber. Duda with it into the front court. Duda pivoting with the left foot, throws it to right at the center circle. Right with it, top of the key to the right side wing. Reber, cross court left to right, top of the key it goes over to Gilmore. Now to the right side wing, Duda. Duda holding the ball above his head, pivoting with the left foot. Now dribbles right to left around the perimeter. To right between the circles, working against Bonity. Over to Reber. Back to Duda. Duda dribbles left of the circle, left of the lane, throws it back out front to Gilmore. Gilmore to the right side wing, Reber. Back out front it goes to Duda. To the left corner now, Gilmore. Gilmore finds, cutting Duda down low. His shot is blocked. Jenkins grabs the board. Here comes Mount Lebanon. Luffrin on the left side wing. To Bonity, the left corner. Back to Luffrin. Left side, 3-ball. Good! Great looking shot right there. Sean Luffrin with his first 3 of the game. Mount Lebanon leads 15-9. Bethel Park comes back the other way as Luffrin and Wright hit the deck, and they'll probably going to get Luffrin with a foul call there on the far sideline. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Luffrin's going to get charged with the blocking foul. It's his first personal, Mount Lebanon team third. So here we go. Reber to the left side wing. Duda to the left corner right. Right, dribbles left of the lane. Finds Gilmore. Back to right. A left side open 3. Swish. Chance Wright grabs his first 3 of the ball game. 14-12 Mount Lebanon. 3:46 to go in the first half. Lamondola pivoting with the left foot. Throws the pass at Dallas. Drives. Lose the handle out of bounds. And grabbing it just before it touches the baseline is Reber. Reber driving coast to coast. Whistle blows. And it's going to be another Mount Lebanon foul call here. Regardless of who it's on, they could probably get either Luffrin or Bonity. And they're going to get Bonity. It's his first personal, Mount Lebanon team fourth. Garfoley and Workmeister will check in. Bonity and Pasadelis will take a seat for Mount Lebanon. 14 fouls for Lebo and Bethel. Here with 3:32 to go in half number 1. To inbound on the baseline The 6-foot junior guard, Aaron Reber of Bethel Park. Referees just getting things squared away here. We're ready to play some basketball. Reber to inbound for the Blackhawks. Looking out front, and he finds right between the circles. A high inbound. Right corrals it. Now he's going to direct traffic to Reber on the left side wing in front of the Mount Lebanon bench. The left corner, Gilmore. Gilmore to Reber. Out front it goes to Matheny. To the right side wing, Duda. Duda to the right corner, right. Down low it goes to Reber. Short right corner finds Matheny. One dribble to the basketball. Layup shot. No good with the left hand. Gilmore grabs the rebound, puts it up and in off the glass just inside the left block. Justin Gilmore in the right place at the right time. He's got 2, and we got a tie ball game, 14 apiece here. 3 minutes to go in half number 1. Jenkins with it between the circles. Yo-yos the basketball. Now passes to Lamondola. Lamondola closely guarded there by right out front. Lamondola on the right side wing. Whistle blows. Timeout, Mount Lebanon. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. 2:48 to go in half number 1 here at Mount Lebanon High School with a score. Mount Lebanon 14, Bethel 14 here on Mount Lebanon Sports Live. And before we take a quick break, a huge shout-out. It's going to go out to Tom and Kathy Bloomling in Florida. They're proud parents of Tyler Bloomling, who's one of Mount Lebanon's assistant coaches and are extremely loyal fans of Mount Lebanon basketball. And we appreciate your ears out in Florida, Tom and Kathy. Thank you so much for listening here on Mount Lebanon Sports Live. We're back on Mount Lebanon Sports Live. Darren Zaslow with you. 2:48 to play in half number 1. Bethel and Mount Lebanon all tied up at 14 apiece here. Jenkins with it. Top of the key. Looking for motion on the left side. Finds Garfoli at the center circle. One dribble the basketball to Lamondola. Back to Garfoli. High out on the left. Between the circles. Lamondola. 2 dribbles the basketball. Hands to left one. Works right to left around the perimeter to Garfoli. Top of the key. High arcing 3 off the front iron. No. Rebound tipped out to Luffren, and he'll pass it back to Garfoli. Mount Lebanon's going to get another possession here. The handoff goes to Pasadelis. Back to Lamondola. Dribbling left of the circle. Foul line extended to the left. Luffren now with it. To the right side wing. Pasadelis in front of the Bethel Park bench. On the left hand dribble. 2 dribbles of the basketball to Lamondola back out front. Lamondola dribbling left of the circle towards the far left sideline. Bounce pass out high to Garfoli. Now Lamondola back with it on the right side wing. Lamondola hands to Garfoli. Right side open 3. Too strong off the back iron. No good. And grabbing the rebound is Dixon of Bethel Park. Here comes Chance right to Thorson to the right side wing. Duda along right side 3. In and out. No good. Rebound tip. Loose ball out front. Matheny has it for Bethel in the lane. Spin move. 8-foot step back jumper. Good off the glass. Levi Matheny. Someone's got to get a body on this kid. Matheny with 7. Bethel takes their first lead of the day. 16-14 over Mount Lebanon. Lamondola to the left wing. Garfoli working against Matheny. Works off the high ball screen. Looking for Luffren. Doesn't find him. Goes to Jenkins on the left wing. Jenkins spinning at the foul line. Hands it to Lamondola outside right. Lamondola is going to retreat towards the sideline. Now the center circle. Gets the screen from Pasadelis. Finds him. Throws it outside and out of bounds. Unless he got the timeout call. The referees are going to talk about it, and he got the timeout call. What an unbelievable play from Joey Pasadelis to save Mount Lebanon a possession here. Exactly 1. Mastovich and Gilmore will check in for Bethel Park as Wright and Matheny take a seat. Joey Pasadelis from Mount Lebanon just saved them a possession with a huge timeout call as he almost stepped out of bounds. Jenkins, the inbound to the Mount Lebanon right corner, finds Lamondola. We've got under 60 seconds to play here in half number 1. 16-14 Bethel Park here on Mount Lebanon Sports Live. Right of the circles, Jenkins with it. Jenkins Between the circles to Lamondola, to the left wing, Pasadelis. Pasadelis, one dribble to basketball, finds Luffren, top of the circle, now retreats towards the center circle. Now Lebanon can hold for the last shot of the first half should they choose. And they can definitely do it. They've been taking long possessions, and I think that's what they may decide to do here. Pasadelis with it as the Bethel Park defense starts to tighten. Lamondola to Jenkins on the right side wing in front of the Blackhawk bench. Jenkins to Lamondola, almost stolen away there by Reber. To Jenkins. Jenkins with 13. To Lamondola with 12. Mark Lamondola is going to have to do something. He's Mount Lebanon's playmaker. Hands it over to Luffren. To Garfoli, top of the key. To Luffren, a left side three off the back of the rim. No. Rebound grabbed by Dixon with 1 second along. Full court shot. No good. Off to the right. Didn't touch the rim or the backboard, and that is how our first half of play here at Mount Lebanon High School is going to end. If you're a Mount Lebanon fan, you wanted a low defensive matchup, and a 16-14 score in favor of Bethel Park says that and then some. Bethel Park with a slim 2-point lead as the teams head into the locker rooms at Mount Lebanon High School. It's been a very exciting first half of play here and very defensive. And the funny thing, both of these teams, I mean, you look at what we have on our scoreboard right now. It's either team is lucky, they're going to put up about 30 points. Bethel Park has the second best offense in Quad A Section 4. They average about 68 points per game. Right now, they've put up 16 on the scoreboard in 16 minutes of play. Mount Lebanon with the worst offense in Quad A Section 4. Behind him, Athene with cashed in 2 points for head coach Joe David and the Mount Lebanon offense. So once again, your score at the end of 16 minutes of play. Bethel Park 16, Mount Lebanon 14 here on Mount Lebanon Sports Live.
Yeah. You're right. Well, their offensive line. Right. Let me tell you something. Every once in a while, a great defense will come back down to the part, and it's good. No, New England actually held Denver 244 yards total offense. Now, they don't have a quarterback, but they have a decent running game, and they held them. Yeah, he's a scapegoat. I read somewhere, wait a second. I remember reading New England prior to that game had 30 different line combinations. You know, we thought the Pittsburgh was our offensive line. Now, granted, Townsend has a big reason. The 4 or 5 guys who started the season, 4 to play every game. You know, so you have 30 different line combinations. I think the guy did a great job. Obviously, right now, oh, yeah, I heard that.
Now, I hope they're
Well, they even said, what Sean's listening to, they were talking about 30, and I don't know if it was a national one or local, and they said, yeah, exactly what he said, almost true to word. That the stadium's like a state of shock, and then all of a sudden that bumper happened, it was like, you know, something, I don't know. Yeah. And plus, it would have taken another 2 minutes off the clock. And meanwhile, the pass they completed on 4th down, Boydman, he missed it by just about this much. He wasn't out of position, it was just, but it was probably the best pass, the most accurate pass that Manning threw off that he zipped in right where, I mean, he had no margin there. And he knows it. You know, when I was in business, I got this job as a salesman. We had to get rid of him. And I ain't never fired him. I said, I'll do it. It's my job. By the time I came in the next morning, the bosses at that, they caught me a lesson. They said, just about every case that someone deserves to be fired, the person himself knows it. Manning can't be a dummy. Plus, I'm sure he talks to his dad, you know, especially. Yeah, he is. If he plays.
Well, if you're a Bethel Park fan or a Mount Lebanon fan or just a fan of high school basketball and you've been tuning into our live streams here on Mount Lebanon Sports Live the past couple nights, man, have you gotten to see some good basketball. The girls team squared off last night here at Mount Lebanon High School. The girls basketball team at Bethel Park and Mount Lebanon. What a phenomenal game that was. Mount Lebanon with a huge 44-38 victory over the Blackhawks of Bethel Park. The biggest win of their season, puts them in a tie for first place with Bethel Park. And here tonight, the boys teams of Bethel Park and Mount Lebanon squaring off. And how defensive has this ball game been? Bethel Park with a slim 16-14 lead over Mount Lebanon as we're winding down the last minute of halftime action before we get started for half number 2. Mount Lebanon right now tied for second place in Quad A Section 4 with a 6-4 overall record. Bethel Park tied for third with a 5-5 Quad A Section 4 record. Just one game separates these two teams in the Quad A Section 4 standings. And if you go back all the way to December 23rd, you'll remember what a crazy game that was. Mount Lebanon defeating the Blackhawks on the road in Bethel Park 52-49, looking to replicate the same thing here, but scores are certainly going to be a little less unless we see an offensive outbreak from either team here in the final 16 minutes of play. Once again, Bethel Park leading over Mount Lebanon 16-14 as we get set for half number 2 of Quad A Section 4 action. I'm Darren Zaslow, back here on Mount Lebanon Sports Live. Mount Lebanon will be home this coming Friday against Cannon McMillan. And Bethel Park will host the Tigers of Moon. That one also going to be Friday night as well. But they have to worry about this game first before any of those games can even matter, along with the rest of the Quad A Section 4 schedule. Matheny to inbound to right, and let's do it here. Quarter number 3 underway at Mount Lebanon High School. Right, directing traffic at the center circle. Right, with it. Cross court right, it goes to Thorson to the right side wing. Matheny in front of the Bethel Park bench, closely guarded by Jenkins. Matheny drives right of the lane, in the lane, layup shot, too strong off the glass. Jenkins grabs the rebound, and here comes Mount Lebanon back the other way. Jenkins to pass to Dallas, all alone, layup shot, good off the glass. Joey Pasadelis with 4. He's averaging 6 points a ball game, so he's right on target for that one. To the left side wing, Matheny throws it back out front to Thorson, straight away, open 3 off the back iron, no. Luffrin grabs the rebound in the Mount Lebanon backcourt, and here we go. Lamondola, full court pass to Garfoley, to Lamondola, left of the circle, looking, finds Luffrin on the right side, a high arcing 3 ball off the back of the rim, no. Thorson grabs the rebound for Bethel Park, and he's going to run it into the full court himself. Thorson in the forecourt, to the right wing, right, works right to left around the perimeter between the circles. Dribbling off the high ball screen. The left side wing, Thorson, short left corner, it goes to Dixon. Reverse layup shot, no good, grabs his own rebound. Rebound, tipped, loose ball on the floor. Whistle blows, and what do we have here? It's probably going to be a Mount Lebanon foul. Lamondola was trying to grab the rebound as him and Dixon got tied up, and they're going to call that foul on Lamondola, his first personal, Mount Lebanon team first. Dixon with it at the right elbow. Down low to Thorson. Whistle blows. No shot. And another Mount Lebanon foul. Just about 5 seconds of play. 2 Mount Lebanon fouls here in the recent going. They're going to call that foul on Jenkins, his first personal, Mount Lebanon team second. Thorson inbound on the baseline. Finds right on the left side wing. Out front it goes to Duda. Now to right. Right with it. Left of the circles. The far left sideline. Duda. Back to right. Foul line to Thorson, outside, left to Duda. A 3 off the front of the rim, no. Rebound grabbed by Dixon down low, puts up a shot off the glass. That one's no good. Luffrin grabs the board, and here comes Lamondola. Lamondola, cross court right to Garfoley, saves it. Dribbles left of the circle, throws it out front to Lamondola. Garfoley blocked by Matheny. Matheny grabs the ball 1-on-2. Jenkins steals it out of the bounds. The ball's going to be off of him, but how about that hustle by Jenkins? Garfoley, his shot was blocked in the Mount Lebanon front court. Matheny had a chance to score and drive the lane all alone, but Eddie Jenkins hustles all the way back to stop him. Here's Matheny again, an 8-foot jumper, no good, just outside the left block. And Mount Lebanon's going to come back the other way to Garfoley on the left side, wing top of the key, dribbling right of the circle to Jenkins. Jenkins dribbling right of the circle, hands off to Garfoley, dribbles in the lane, cross court left to Pasadelis, open 3 ball from the left corner, no good. Rebound tipped, grabbed by Dixon, and here comes Bethel Park. Thorson with it. High to the right, high to the left now, to right. Dribbling between the circles. The right side wing due to one dribble the basketball. High post to right, it goes to Thorson. There's a 15-footer from the left elbow off the back iron, no. Rebound tip, loose ball. Thorson grabs it beneath the hoop. Outside left to Matheny, and he'll throw it to right. Thorson now with it. Down low to Dixon from the left block. 8-footer, no good. Grabs his own rebound, whistle blows, and another Mount Lebanon foul is going to be called down low. 16-16 ball game, 5:25 to go in quarter number 3. It's going to be Lamondola's second personal, Mount Lebanon team third. Timeout, Bethel Park, a 30-second timeout with a score 16-16, a tie ball game with 5:25 to go in quarter number 3 here on Mount Lebanon Sports Live. Last year, Mount Lebanon is 21-7 overall, 12-2 in Quad A Section 4. They shared the regular season title with Charters Valley before losing in the WPIAL quarterfinals to the North Hills 37-33. Mount Lebanon had a nice little run in the state tournament game, but they eventually lost in the second round to Alderdice 60-57. So Mount Lebanon trying to look to get back there, maybe go a little further. Whistle blows in the short left corner for Bethel Park as Matheny's going to be bumped. They're going to whistle that on Eddie Jenkins, his second personal, Mount Lebanon team fourth. Bethel Park playing pretty clean with their hands, no team fouls yet. Short left corner, Matheny. Outside right, now inside they go, and jamming it home off the Thorson miss is Jacob Dixon. Dixon with 4, Bethel Park retakes the lead 18-16. Pasadelis with it out front, hands it over to Lamondola on the far right sideline. Outside left to Jenkins, to the left side wing, Luffren. Luffren looking for motion on the right side. He doesn't find it. Now goes to Lamondola. Cross court right. Lamondola going to bark out another play call for head coach Joe David. Now Lebanon averaging just 54 points per game. They have 16 right now, and we're halfway through the third quarter. Lamondola on the left side wing. Dribbles left of the lane to the baseline. Whistle blows off the ball as Pasadelis and Thorson hit the deck. They're probably going to get Thorson with a foul on that one, and that's exactly what's going to happen. It'll be Thorson's second personal, Bethel Park team first of the third quarter in half number 2. Jenkins to inbound for Mount Lebanon. Jenkins looking, finds Lamondola on the baseline, loses the ball, out of bounds off his foot. Bethel Park basketball. 4:29 to go in quarter number 3, 18-16 Bethel Park over the Blue Devils of Mount Lebanon. To inbound Thorson, he finds right against a mild full court pressure from Mount Lebanon. Garfoli and Luffren in the Bethel Park backcourt. Wright takes it across the 10-second line into the Bethel Park front court. Duda holding the ball above his head to the right corner. Wright drives right of the lane, in the lane, outside, left to Matheny, a 3 off the front of the rim. No rebound, tip, grab there by Duda. Whistle blows, and they're going to call him for palming the basketball. So Mount Lebanon's going to get the ball off the Blackhawk turnover. Real nice turnout, though, here at Mount Lebanon High School. The Bethel Park faithful certainly has their presence here on the far sideline. And the Mount Lebanon crowd always loud and numerous here on the near sideline. To the left corner, Garfoli works off the screen in the lane to Jenkins. Outside right to Luffren. Cross court left to Pasadelis. Pasadelis motioning, looking, has it on the left side wing to Jenkins. Top of the key at the foul line. A 16-footer Eddie Jenkins, in and out, no good. Rebound grab by Dixon of Bethel Park. He's got it. Outlet comes to right. Here come the Blackhawks. Into the forecourt is right to Thorson. Right of the circle. Between the circles to right to the left side wing, Duda. Back out front to right. Mount Lebanon looks like they're going to switch into a 2-3 zone. Down low to Dixon. He puts it up and in off the glass with the reverse. Left-hand layup. Jacob Dixon with 6. Bethel with their biggest lead of the day. It's at 4 here, 20-16 over Mount Lebanon. 3:12 to go in the third quarter. Lamondola dribbles right of the lane towards the hoop. Layup shot, good. Mark Lamondola. Lamondola averaging 17 a ball game. He's got 4 right now for Mount Lebanon. Into the front court, Matheny for Bethel. Dribbles left of the lane. Spin move outside, right to Thorson. A 3 off the back of the rim, no. Grabbing the easy rebound is right for Bethel Park. To Matheny, to Thorson, to the right corner. Duda, another open 3. Off the front of the rim, no. Rebound tipped, grabbed by Dixon. Puts up an 8-footer off the front of the rim, no good from the baseline. And Mount Lebanon grabs the rebound. Lamondola working for Mount Lebanon. They can tie the game with a 2 or take the lead with a 3. Garfoli dribbles all the way to the hoop. Whistle blows on the layup shot and a foul call. Foul's going to be on Dixon. His first personal. Bethel Park team's second foul. To the line for 2 for Mount Lebanon. 5'5" sophomore guard Antonio Garfoli. Garfoli right now with 6, looking for 7 and 8. He averages 11.2 points a ball game. First shot from Garfoli. Give it to him. Garfoli with 7. Bonity checks in, Luffren checks out for Mount Lebanon. 20-19 Bethel Park. 2s across the scoreboard, 2:22 to go in quarter number 3. Second shot from Garfoley. Count it for the sophomore guard. He's got 8. Mount Lebanon ties it up at 20 apiece. The inbound comes to right against the Mount Lebanon full court pressure. Right, dribbling, coast to coast, right of the circle to Dixon. Cross the lane, drives to the hoop, layup shot, good. Jacob Dixon with 8. He leads all Bethel Park scores. 22-20 Bethel Park, 2:04 to go in the third quarter. Lamandola stolen away. Jenkins grabs the ball off the hands of Duda in the Mount Lebanon backcourt, and Lebo's going to get another chance off the Bethel turnover. Lamandola works off the high ball screen from Pasadallas to Jenkins out front to Garfoley on the left side wing. Garfoley with it. Thought about the 3, doesn't want it. Short left corner to Bonity, works off the screen to the foul line, hands over to Lamandola, dribbling left of the circle. Top of the circle, he'll pass it back out front to Garfoley. Garfoley off the high ball screen, a deep left side 3! Swish! Antonio Garfoley with 11. Mount Lebanon takes back the lead, 23-22. Thorson to right, Bethel's into the front court. Right, dribbling right of the circle. The right side wing, Duda out front to Thorson. To the foul line, Dixon. Dixon to right. A right side 3. In and out. No good. Lamandola grabs the board. Lamandola into the front court. 1 minute to play here in quarter number 3. What a defensive ball game. 23-22 Mount Lebanon. Bonity dribbling top of the circle. Dribbles behind the back to the left side wing, Lamandola. Lamandola dribbling left to right around the perimeter. Hands to Garfoley. Thought about the left side 3. Working against Matheny. Doesn't want it. Lamandola is going to walk towards the right side. Looking from Garfoley. His layup shot is no good. Antonio left that one too strong. And here comes Bethel Park back the other way. 28 seconds to go in quarter number 3. Mount Lebanon leads 23-22, and it looks like Bethel's going to try and hold for the last shot here of quarter number 3. For Bethel Park, Joshua Duda. 6-foot senior guard with it. To Thorson on the right side wing. 2 dribbles the basketball to Duda, left of the circle. Finds right, down low to Dixon. He slams it home! As the game clock expires. Holy cow, Jacob Dixon. Dixon with 10, and that gives Bethel the lead as time expires. Your score at the end of 3 quarters of play at Mount Lebanon High School. Bethel Park 24, Mount Lebanon 23 is head coach of Mount Lebanon, Joe David. Certainly not happy with the final 30 seconds of play here from the Blue Devil defense. What a game it has been for both of these teams. 1 game separates them in the Quad A Section 4 standings. And if you look at what Bethel did last year, you know this is a good team this year, and last year, shades of the similar. Bethel Park last year 16-9, 10-4 in Quad A Section 4. Finished the regular season in 3rd place in Quad A Section 4. They defeated McKeesport in the first round of the WPIAL tournament, 80-73, before losing to North Allegheny in the Whitfield quarterfinals in a heartbreaker, 65-63. Also for Bethel Park, it was a quick out of the state tournament with a 70-56 loss to Hempfield in the state tournament play-in game. Mount Lebanon next will be in action on Friday as they'll host the Big Macs of Cannon McMillan. Bethel Park also home to the Moon Tigers. That one also a Friday night game. 8 more minutes at least to play here at Mount Lebanon High School. I'm Darren Zaslow here on Mount Lebanon Sports Live. Bethel Park leading 24-23. The inbound comes to Lamandola, and let's do it. Quarter number 4 here at Mount Lebanon High School. Lamandola to Pasadallas on the left side. 2 dribbles the basketball, hands back to Lamandola, dribbles left of the circle, left of the lane. Foul line extended left. Lamandola hands it over to Pasadallas. Pivoting with the right foot, throws it out front to Jenkins. Jenkins working against Duda, pivoting with the left foot. Jenkins, 3 dribbles the basketball, hands to Garfoley, back to Lamandola, dribbling right of the circle, 15-footer from the right elbow, good! Mark Lamandola. Lamandola with 6. Mount Lebanon retakes the lead, 25-24. Duda with it in the right corner, throws out front to right, back to Duda. Now to right on the right side. Right, one dribble the basketball to Duda. In front of the Bethel Park bench. Down low to Dixon. Outside right to Duda. Duda between the circles to right to the foul line, Dixon. Dixon spitting in the lane all the way to the hoop. Whistle blows and a foul call. Jacob Dixon, a 6'6", senior 4. Man, is that kid big. He's going to go to the line to shoot two as they're going to tag the third personal foul of the day on Mark Lamondola. Mount Lebanon team fifth. First shot from Dixon Swish. Dixon with 11. He's tied for the game lead in scoring with Antonio Garfoli of Mount Lebanon. 25-25. Second shot from Dixon. Off the front of the rim, no. Matheny grabs the rebound, puts up a layup shot from the left block. That one's no good, but a whistle blows, and another Mount Lebanon foul call. Matheny's going to go to the line to shoot two. Jenkins will get tagged with his third personal foul. Mount Lebanon team sixth. To the line for Bethel Park is Matheny. First shot, in and out, no good for Levi Matheny. Matheny currently has 7 points. He's the starting quarterback of the Bethel Park football team, son of Bethel Park head football coach Jeff Matheny. As Levi rattles his second foul shot home, he's got 8. Bethel Park takes a 1-point lead, 26-25. Lamondola with it, dribbling right of the circle. Works off the high ball screen from Pasadelis, hands to Jenkins at the foul line, dribbles foul line, extended right. Now throws it out front to Lamondola. Lamondola on the right side, dribbles top of the key. Thought about the three ball, doesn't want it. Passes to Garfoli. Garfoli dribbling all the way to the hoop. Layup shot off the back iron, no. Dixon skies for the Bethel Park rebound. Outlet comes to right. Here comes Bethel Park back the other way. Duda with it in the right corner to Thorson. Thorson holding back to Duda, the right side wing in front of the Bethel Park bench. Thorson with it between the circles. Didn't get the screen there from Matheny. Now we'll pass it to right. Back to Matheny to the right corner. Duda, a wide open right corner three. No good. In and out rebound. Tipped. Loose ball grabbed by Jenkins. Here comes Mount Lebanon. Lamondola into the front court on the right side wing, dribbling the basketball. He can't drive against Matheny. Now backs it out front. Lamondola dribbling at the foul line. Right of the lane. Throws it out front to Luffren off the screen. A straightaway three. Air ball. Bethel Park basketball. 5:55 to go in the ball game. 26-25. Bethel Park over Mount Lebanon here on Mount Lebanon Sports Live. To inbound against the Mount Lebanon full court press is Thorson. He finds Dixon. You know, he's not going to dribble the ball. He'll throw it back over to Thorson. And he's going to work against Antonio Garfoli of Mount Lebanon. Thorson into the front court. To the right wing. Duda holding the basketball above his head. Finds Thorson at the right elbow. 15-footer, no good. Rebound. Tipped, batted into the hands of Dixon on the left side wing to Thorson. Now tosses it back out front to right. Bethel Park's going to try and take as much of this game clock off as they possibly can. The left side wing, Matheny pivoting with the left foot. Throws it to right out front to the foul line. Thorson, right side, Duda, out front to right. Mount Lebanon looks like they're going to switch into a 2-3 zone or a 2-1-2. A wide open three from Matheny on the left side wing. Swish. Levi Matheny. He's got 11. Bethel Park ties their biggest lead of the day, 29-25. Head coach of Mount Lebanon, Joe David, yelling at the near side referee as Lamondola is going to dribble with it left of the circles. Lamondola works off the high ball screen from Garfoli, works left to right around the perimeter, finds Luffren between the circles. Luffren, one dribble the basketball to Lamondola outside on the left, dribbles left of the lane to the short left corner on the baseline. Lamondola working, pivoting with the left foot. Lamondola closely guarded by Matheny, whistle blows, and they're going to call Mount Lebanon with a 5-second violation in the lane. Bethel Park will grab possession here. Luffren will check out. Bonity will check in for Mount Lebanon. And Bethel Park has a chance to grab their biggest lead of the day. Here we go. The inbound comes long out front to Dixon. Dixon driving at the foul line, finds Matheny, drives the baseline, whistle blows, offensive foul. Levi Matheny's going to get tagged on that. It'll be his second personal Bethel Park team. Third, great job there by Eddie Jenkins to step in and take the hit. That was a quarterback on quarterback hit. Matheny on Jenkins. Mount Lebanon has to find a way to grab a bucket here. Jenkins and Matheny still going at it right near the foul line. Lamondola with it between the circles. Now retreats towards the Mount Lebanon's logo, center of the floor. Lamondola dribbles right to left around the perimeter on the left side wing. Bounce pass out high to Garfoley. Between the circles to Bonity. One dribble the basketball to Garfoley on the left side wing. A lot of contact there with Pasadellus and right. Garfoley, loose ball on the ground, grabs it. Out of bounds. Dixon saves it into the hands of Wright. Here comes Bethel Park off the Mount Lebanon turnover. Duda drives the lane all the way to the hoop. Layup shot, no good. Whistle blows. Blocking foul call on Mount Lebanon. They're probably going to get Pasadellus. And that is identical to what is going to happen right now. Pasadellus will get charged with his second personal. Mount Lebanon team's 7th. To the line is going to be Joshua Duda. The senior guard sinks his first of 2 foul shots. Duda with 3. Bethel Park with their biggest lead of the day. It's just at 5, though, 30-25 over the Blue Devils. Second shot from Duda. Give it to him. He's got 4. Bethel Park leads by 6, 31-25 over Mount Lebanon. 3:45 to go in the ball game. Lamondola is going to bark out a play call for head coach Joe David of Mount Lebanon. Lamondola dribbling right of the circle to the foul line. Pivoting with the left foot, throws it out front to Bonity. Bonity dribbling between the legs to Lamondola. Lamondola dribbles left of the circle, left of the lane to the short left corner, drives the baseline to Jenkins outside left. Jenkins drives in the lane, kicks it out to Garfoley to Bonity. Bonity to Jenkins, drives the lane all the way to the hoop to Pasadellus. Now to Bonity. Jenkins probably could have laid that in himself. Pasadellus to Lamondola on the far right side wing. Lamondola dribbling right of the lane to Bonity to Jenkins, top of the key. Thought about the 3, didn't want it. Lamondola now has it, drives the lane all the way to the hoop. Layup shot, good! Mark Lamondola! Lamondola with 8. 31-27 Bethel Park. We got a loud gymnasium. A lot of screaming from this Mount Lebanon sideline for fouls that could be called or should be called, whatever it is. We have an intense environment here at Mount Lebanon High School. Right, with his hands on his hips, holding the basketball, saying, I'm going to take as much of that game clock off as possible. Matheny on the far left side wing on the sideline. Matheny spin move against Bonity. Drives left of the lane. Whistle blows as he drives to the hoop. No shot. And they're going to get Bonity on that foul call. It'll be his second personal. Mount Lebanon team 8th. Matheny's going to go to the line for a one-on-one opportunity. Bonity checks out. Luffren checks in for the Blue Devils. Matheny's first shot on the way. In and out and back in the hoop. Matheny sinks it. He's got 12. He leads all scorers in the ball game. Can he get 13? And tie Bethel's largest lead of the day. In and out, no good. Dixon grabs the board. Layup shot, no good off the glass. Rebound tipped out of bounds. Referees are going to talk about it. Mount Lebanon basketball. They're going to get a Bethel Park foul. As over the back, and Matheny's going to get charged with the over the back foul. It's going to be his third personal. Bethel Park team 4th. Gotta like the move if you're a Blackhawk fan. Being aggressive, going up for that rebound, knowing you only have 3 team fouls up to that point. Now they've got 4. Luffren with it on the left side. Bounce pass out high to Jenkins. To the left side wing, Pasadellus. Open 3, left side. Off the side of the rim, though. Lamondola grabs the rebound, puts it up off the side of the rim, grabs his own rebound, throws it out front to Garfoley. To the left side wing, Luffren. To Jenkins. To the right side wing, Pasadellus. We've got 2 minutes to play here. 32-27 Bethel. Lamondola with it, top of the key. Lamondola working against Matheny. This will be an interesting matchup. Straightaway 3 off the back of the rim, no. Wright grabs the rebound. Rebound tipped in the hands of Dixon of Bethel Park. And here come the Blackhawks. They're going to slow it down. Under 1:40 to play here at Mount Lebanon High School. Bethel with a 5-point lead, 32-27. Thorson with it. Over to Duda. Duda working against Garfoley. Pivoting with the left foot. To Dixon. Down low to right. Whistle blows. And another Mount Lebanon foul is going to be called. That'll be Lamondola's 4th personal. Mount Lebanon team 9th. To the line for a one-on-one opportunity. It's Chance Wright. Senior guards first shot, give it to him. Chance Wright with 4. Bethel ties their largest lead of the day at 6, 33-27 over Mount Lebanon. Second shot from Wright, count it. Chance Wright with a huge basket there. He's got 5, 34-27, Bethel over Mount Lebanon. 1:20 to play here at Mount Lebanon High School. Luffren, top of the key, holding. Luffren looking. Foul line extended to the left to Pasadelis. A couple of dribbles the basketball to Garfoli. Garfoli can't drive. Hands it over to Pasadelis to Lamondola. Drives left of the lane, in the lane. Layup shot, no good. Whistle blows. And they're going to call a charge on Mark Lamondola. It was a delayed foul call. And if you're a Mount Lebanon fan and you don't like that call, I don't blame you. That was a delayed call. No, they're going to call... What are they going to do here? They're going to whistle what? An off-ball foul, I guess, is what they're going to do on Pasadelis. Could have called Lamondola with the charge. So they're going to call an off-ball foul on Pasadelis. It'll be his third personal, Mount Lebanon team 10th. Bethel won't shoot the charity stripe attempts because it's an offensive possession for Mount Lebanon. To the left corner, Matheny. Cross-court right to Dixon, who slams it home with a right hand. Jacob Dixon rocks the house. He's got 13. Bethel leads 36-27. A straightaway 3. Garfoli no good. Dixon grabs the rebound. He's fouled in the Bethel backcourt. And Bethel Park may be on their way to win number 12. Conference win number 6. And after 45.4 seconds of play here at Mount Lebanon High School, these two teams may be tied in Quad A Section 4 should Bethel hold on to this lead. Well, how about that? Jacob Dixon. Has he turned this game around for Bethel Park or what? First shot from Dixon. Give it to him. Dixon with 14. He leads all scores. Even though Bethel averages 68 points a game, they've got 37 right now. And that still may be enough for a win. Second shot from Dixon, no good. Here comes Mount Lebanon. Lamondola going coast to coast. Layup shot good with the right hand. Mark Lamondola with 10. Timeout, Mount Lebanon. 38.7 seconds to go in the ballgame. Bethel Park with a rather comfortable lead, 37-29 over the Blue Devils here on Mount Lebanon Sports Live. .7 seconds to go in the ball game. Bethel Park leads over Mount Lebanon 37-29. Darren Zasla with you here. And what a game it has been. If you like defense, probably should have tuned into this one. Both teams well under their offensive averages this year. Duda grabs the inbound to Thorson, and he's going to be hugged there in the Bethel Park backcourt by Bonity. Bonity's third personal, Mount Lebanon team 10th. So Thorson's going to go to the line to shoot 2 as Bethel Park enters the double bonus. First shot from Thorson. Good. Brandon Thorson with his first point of the ball game. 38-29, Bethel Park. Bonity is going to check out for Mount Lebanon as Luffren will check back in. Second shot, good. And Bethel Park with a 39-29 lead. Lamondola drives the hoop, layup shot, no good. Bethel Park grabs the rebound. Thorson with it in the Mount Lebanon front court. And he will be fouled once again to go to the line to shoot 2. Will be Brandon Thorson. He's already got 2 points in the ball game. And with at least one charity stripe make, he'll give Bethel Park their biggest lead of the ball game at 11. 39-29 Bethel Park. 26.5 seconds to go in the ball game. First shot from the senior guard. Swish. 3 points for Thorson. 40-29 Bethel Park over Mount Lebanon. Second shot from Thorson is on the way, and that one's good as well. Thorson with 4. Bethel Park with their biggest lead of the day. 41-29 over the Blue Devils. Lamondola dribbling right of the lane. At the short right corner, over to Jenkins on the right side wing. There's a 17-footer from Jenkins, no good. Rebound tipped, batted into the hands of Wright. Baseball pass into the front court, tipped to Matheny from Duda. Under 10 to play. Matheny going to hand it over to Thorson, left of the circles. He's going to hold it out. 4, 3, 2, and 1. That's the buzzer. That's the ball game. What a big win for Bethel Park. 41-29 over Mount Lebanon here at Mount Lebanon High School. With the Blackhawk win, Bethel Park moves up to 12-6 overall, 6-5 in Quad A Section 4. Mount Lebanon falls to 9-10, and 6-5 also in Quad A Section 4. The 5-game Mount Lebanon win streak is over, and for head coach Joe David, got to go back to the drawing board and find a way to rally the troops for a huge game on Friday at home against Cannon Mac. For Bethel Park, they've got some momentum. This is their 3rd win in a row. On that 3-game winning streak, they've had wins over Peters Township, Upper St. Clair, and most recently here tonight, Mount Lebanon. They're going to host the Tigers of Moon on Friday for another huge basketball game at Bethel Park. Your individual totals here tonight. For Bethel Park, leading the way was senior forward, standing at 6'6". Jacob Dixon had some unbelievable dunks here tonight. He leads all scorers in this ballgame with 14 points. Right behind him, the senior forward, Levi Matheny. He checked in with 12. Chance Wright had 5. Brandon Thorson had 4, along with Joshua Duda, who added 4. And finally, Justin Gilmore came off the bench to add a bucket. He scored 2 points in this ballgame for Mount Lebanon, and they wanted a defensive matchup, and this is certainly what this game proved to be. The offense, though, wasn't there. It was a Mount Lebanon offense that averaged 54 points per game coming into the ballgame, by far the worst in Quad A Section 4. Here tonight, not even near that margin. Antonio Garfoli led the way for the Blue Devils with 11 points. Right behind him, Mark Lamondola with 10, which is pretty below his season average of 17 points per ball game. Joey Pasadelis, the 6'3 junior forward, added 4 points. Sean Luffren with 3, below his season average of 9. And Eddie Jenkins added just a single bucket with 2 points, well below his season average of about 7 points per ball game. A huge win for Bethel Park. The Blackhawks are on a 3-game win streak as they host Moon on Friday. Mount Lebanon hosts Cannon McMillan on Friday as the Big Macs come to town for a Quad A Section 4 tilt. It's been a lot of fun broadcasting these games here on Mount Lebanon Sports Live. Unfortunately, this is my last broadcast, so I'd like to give another shout-out to my parents back at home. Mom and Dad, thanks for always listening, and I know that our whole family will be bleeding blue and gold for a long time. Once again, Mount Lebanon with a very, very tough loss here tonight against the good Bethel Park Blackhawk squad. They are currently tied in the Quad A Section 4 playoff race as they both have section games coming up this Friday night. Thanks again to everybody for listening wherever you are from, a Bethel Park fan, a Mount Lebanon fan, or just a fan of high school basketball. Thank you for your ears. Once again, you have been listening to Mount Lebanon Sports Live.